there's another thing we can do with shells, and that is to craft simple solo guitar arrangements. And we'll do that by taking a melody on, usually on the first or second string, and just supporting it with the shell voicing. So we're gonna work on a tune called My Buddy, which is a sweet old song. It's nearly 100 years old. I love it. In this lesson, you'll have this, which is the lead sheet, which just shows the melody and the chords, and then you'll have this 2-page PDF, which is the melody with the shell chords underneath it. So I'm going to just jump right to the 2-page thing, and you can read through the My Buddy lead sheet on your own. It's basically that. So the first thing we'll need to do in order to make a shell chord solo guitar arrangement is move the melody up an octave, because as it's written, there's just not enough room to get shell chords underneath it. We're going to run out of strings. So I'll move the melody up here. And another thing we're going to have to do is fill out some of the chords, because shell chords work best as 4-part chords when you've got a 6th or a 7th and not just triads. But if you look at the lead sheet, some of these chords are triadic, like G, the first chord. So what we'll do is, instead of just playing G, we'll make it a G6. So that just gives it a little bit more color. So here's this first measure, and then this next chord is tricky. That's the G sharp diminished shell chord, and we've got to get this D on top. And you can let that go to grab the B. You don't have to try to play everything all at once. And then D7 over A, so here's the 3rd and 7th, and here's the A bass note. And this is a D13 or D7 add 13, and I'm barring this. You could play it like that, but coming from this chord where you're already barring to get these 2 notes, it's going to make sense to just maintain the bar. Now here, I didn't make it a 6th chord. I suppose you could, but it's fine to me that it's triadic, because as it's an inversion and a kind of a spread out voicing, it already sounds kind of neat. If you wanted to, you could play A instead of G, so it'd be G add 9 over B. Here's B flat diminished 7, and here's the melody. So we've got to make a little bar to get that E if you want to sustain the chord. You could also just let it go, but it's nice there to have. So both of these could be barred. And the A minor 7 is barred, of course. D9, it's the melody, which is the 9, and then the D7 shell chord. Sorry. And in the original sheet music, there's this little answer line after this. So I played in harmonics to give it a different character, because it's not the main melody, it's just an answer line that's like written into the piano part on the old sheet music. I'll include that too, so you can see what I'm talking about. So, and then this is an unusual shell voicing. Usually if we have root 7-3, we'd play it on this string set, but that's pretty high up and not easy to grab. This is easier to grab, so I just moved this to here, and then another little harmonic thing. It also, playing the E7 here makes an easier setup to grab this harmonic. And now on the A7 chord, I do just play an A triad. It seems fine that way. And then this is the one real knuckle buster here. That's a D augmented chord, D, B flat, F sharp, so it's a spread out triad, and then the melody on top, and then this is just another part of the counter line. I didn't make harmonics out of this, the ED, but I suppose you could do that if you wanted to. And then back to the top. Second ending. And there you go. It's pretty simple. It's not very adventurous harmonically. You could obviously get into other stuff with chord substitution and reharmonization. But I just wanted to show you this because I get people asking me sometimes how to do a solo guitar arrangement, and this is one way to approach it. And since we've already been talking about shell chords, and I wanted to give you something else you could do with them. So there you go. Until next time, stay tuned and do take good care.